Now, on with one of the craziest stories that you are ever going to hear. And loan officers, I gotta tell you guys right now, you know about EPOs, don't you? What are those? Say the real estate agents. Well, you're about to find out, I say. Now, I did a video on this a couple of weeks ago. I posted it on Facebook and had detractors saying that I was absolutely crazy and didn't know what I was talking about and being bombastic and all of this stuff and yada, 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 yada. Why? Well, maybe because I was the only person in the country who actually made this connection. I called my shot, guys. It goes something like this. EPOs are known as early payoffs for loans. An EPO sets in motion a number of events that can lead to a loan officer paying back their commissions on that loan, that singular loan. If the loan pays off earlier than what's allowed in the reps and warrants, then the investor goes back to the broker or the mortgage company for the fees paid out, and then that broker or mortgage company or wholesaler goes back to the loan officers for the commissions that they paid out to them. For a loan officer, for a deal that you closed and got paid out on, you have to refund those commissions. Ouch! That's an EPO, an early payoff. Now, with this lawsuit against these real estate agents, I was referring to the real estate transaction, that singular transaction, as an IPO, an illegal payout. Now, that's not what I believe at all. This is a bunch of crap that's been put together to assassinate real estate agents, but that's what the Missouri courts found, isn't it? And that's what all of the subsequent lawsuits are all about right now. That being every single transaction ever done. So I said, you know this could go down like an EPO, where the real estate broker now must pay a settlement based on all the past transactions, and if that broker pays back those commissions, they could go back after the agent for the portion of their commission paid out to the agent. So if you have an agent have an 80-20 split, then well, this could get very pricey pretty quick for your average agent. But I said this probably is not going to happen. Why? Well, because one, agents simply don't have the money right now. We know that. And two, the cost of trying to retrieve the money from agents would be more expensive than what they actually retrieve. But I didn't say, in fact, that this could happen based on what we saw with lenders and EPOs. Well, guess what? My guess turns out to be ugly, kinda true though. Get a load of this. The commission lawsuits have arrived in Texas, but the QJ team suit named after its lead plaintiff isn't like your moral sits or burn it case. None of that. While the lawsuit does name large corporate brokerage firms as defendants, including Keller Williams, who, by the way, just got a new CEO, didn't see that one coming, Side, Home Services of America, and Fathom Realty. Can you fathom this happened? Didn't see that one coming either. The robust defendants list also included real estate teams. Yeah, the individual agents, such as the Loken Group and Hexagon Group, as well as individual broker Mark Anthony Demas. So it turns out the Texas rendition of the Missouri lawsuit is going after real estate agents and teams. Why? Well, this one's really simple, guys. They think you got blood to give, and understand this point because it goes to the core of what is going down right now. These lawsuits are not about justice, they are about blood, and if these stinking vampires think you have any left, they want it, and they won't stop until they've sucked you dry. If you've been deemed to have taken ill-gotten commissions, then you're in play if you got money. Like the other commission lawsuit, this suit is seeking class action status with a class action definition of all persons who listed properties on the multiple listing system in Texas using the listing agent or broker affiliated with one of the defendants and paid a buyer broker commission from November 13th, 2019, ouch, to present. And they're gonna see a lot of it, but it's also about money in a different way. That being for the companies that are primed and ready to fill the void of an industry vacated by real estate agents after they're done with you. That being these fintech companies that are backed by billions from Wall Street hedge and private equity firms. They invested billions to get part of the trends in the US housing market, and they intend to win, and you're in their way. And a side note here, I once looked up what Zillow's market cap was, and it was something like $58 billion. Now, this was when Zillow was trying to compete against real estate agents and brokerages in buying and selling real estate. At that time, Zillow was worth more than every single real estate company in the country times 4. Though they hadn't done squat when it came to buying or selling houses, and we know how that whole thing went. They got their lunch handed to them, and their market cap now is a mere fraction of what it was. So I've got to think, this whole attack on NAR and all these brokerages, sorry Gary, and now even real estate agents, well, let's just say it's come at the perfect time for the tech-based alternative to agents. So convenient, one might even wonder if they had their hand in it. I mean, if you've got what I want and I've got billions, I could probably just take it from you. Just look at Bezos, Gates, and old Elon's love life right now. Tech real estate is kind of like that, but with your clients and your job, not new arm candy. Hey, listen, as a broker right now, you might have heard that your information, your content with your clients could be flowing into other people's hands through the technology that you're using. This is a big issue. It's the only issue. If you want to ensure that that's not taking place, why don't you talk with my friends over at Broker Plus? They can ensure that you and only you are going to be the one who has your data exactly where it should be, and they can do it at about half the price. Seriously, talk to these guys. It kicks ass. Fill out the information down below.